Very much, Bernie. Something I wanted to divulge to the group is that recently I've heard of a scam going around, and it's with these QR. It's a QR scam. It's very similar to the one I have behind me. The way that these scammers are now working is that they're putting their fake QRs on the back of the seat in ball games, other events, so that when you scan it, it goes right to a sales page, and it looks just like Amazon, looks just like whatever. Any way that you could go in there and put in your credit card and stuff like that. So just a heads up when you scan QR something, scan something, and you scam something, you want to know where it's going to go, and if it goes to a page like and it's like an information page, like Lana, she would have her information on there and so on. More than likely, that would be legit. I mean, that's obvious. What the scammers are looking for is your credit card, so it would go right onto a sales page. Now, if you did let's say get onto that page or whatever, as a rule, what I do is that I'll put in a credit card, but I'll put the numbers in wrong because the thing is, you're not making a sale. All the scammers want is your number, your expiry date, and of course your CVV thing, your code. So I'll put it in wrong, and then it'll say authorized. I know it's a scam, right? And Because I know it's not right. It's not the right number. I'll put the wrong CVV, and I'll put the wrong expiry. And if it's still authorized, okay, there's something wrong there. If it says that it wasn't going through, that's fine. Then I'll put it in again because sometimes they'll say there might be a smart person out there that'll put it, and I'll put their number in wrong again. And then the second time it'll say, "Hey, it's approved." Anyway, in that way, it's a good way to sort of protect yourself with that. But it's yeah. So just be careful of some of the ones that are doing the QR thing because it's a great way. Even you could take a legitimate sign and they'll put a white sticker over top of it. So if you are in a store and you notice that a printed sign would always have a printed QR. I mean, that's the way printing goes, right? They will never print something and then put a sticker over top of that. Well, that's just dumb. You want to get all this done in once. But if you notice there's a printed sign and there's a sticker over top of it, that makes no printing sense, right? So more than likely, if you scan that, just be careful what you're pressing, what you're going around with, okay? More than likely, 70% of the time, of course, almost all the time, if you're shopping, you'll have your phone on you. So a good majority of the systems is they want to get through it through your phone. So just be very vigilant because we are doing banking on our phones. We're paying for car washes on our phone. I just did that the other day. We do a lot of things with our phones. So as long as it's the same rule applies as if something comes in that you don't know where it's coming from. You look at the address, and one of the problems with the phone is you can't really see the address as you can on a computer. On a computer, you could say that it's whatever coming from Australia. Well, it's a Canadian product, so it's more than likely it wouldn't be in Australia. But on a phone, it's more difficult. You can't see the full address. You can see part of it. And one way that you could do that is that you could just put your finger on the address until it turns blue, copy it, and then put it on a notepad. Everyone has sort of a notepad on their phone, and just put it on there, and you just do a cut or copy and paste, and then you could see the whole thing in the notepad. That's one trick that you can do. And if it doesn't go anywhere, it's all just a bunch of jumbled numbers and so on. Chances are it's not going where you're supposed to go. Or one of the other trick is they'll reverse one of the numbers. Like let's say it's higher self, they'll put the R and the E switched, and it'll look like higher self, sort of thing. And so just watch the spelling. The other thing that I heard the other day is that they're changing the font. There's two kinds of A's. There's the A with the circle and then the stick, but then there's the amper size A, and those are two different fonts. So although it looks like it's Amazon, look at the way that the font of the A is. because it's the other A, because there's two A's in Amazon, and and when you look at it, okay, that's not the right A font for a normal rich text. Okay, so they're getting very clever, and we have to sort of keep up with this. So just a note, when you're using your QR and you're going onto a sales page, just be careful what you're pressing. And as I said, try to put your credit card in incorrectly, and then if it authorizes, then you know it's a scam. Okay, back to you, Bernie.